Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ESC Fan TV and our review of the first 12 songs in the 2020 San Remo Festival. Hello everybody watching this. I've got two very special guests with me today. Regular panelists on ESC Fan TV, Tristan White. Hello, Tristan.
Hello there, lovely.
And in best Eurovision traditions, we're already having technical problems. First time on ESC Fan TV. How wrong could it go? Please welcome Donna Sluggett. Hello, Donna.
Hello there. Ciao a tutti. Buonasera.
Oh, and lovely to hear some Italiano.
It's nice to be here on the show.
Excellent.
However it sounds. Excuse me.
Before we get into our review of the first 12 songs in this year's contest, let's just remind ourselves of the last three winners.
Per tutti un'ora d'aria di gloria. Non mi avete fatto niente, non avete avuto niente. Solo soldi, soldi, come se avessi avuto soldi.
We're going to take the songs today in the order that they finished on the scoreboard last night, which was night number 1. We're going to start with song that finished in 12th position, Buga and Morga. There was a song with Sincera. Tristan, your take on the first song.
I really enjoyed it. I was really surprised that it came bottom. I do suspect that the public will vote a lot higher because Morgan is a larger-than-life character, really well known on Italian TV. He's got the record for hosting a talent show, I think, or the X Factor talent show more than anyone else. He mentored Marco Mengoni when he was on X Factor, so he's got Eurovision connections. His partner is Aisha Argento, the famous Italian actress and director. He's really well known. It was a very funny performance, and I think maybe the demoscopic jury didn't really take to that. They thought it maybe wasn't taking it too seriously. I think it really needed to be that funny. I think when Buga and Morgan were looking at each other and sort of like singing to one another's faces, that's where the song really came to its own. It didn't really need the comedy value. Well, I don't really mind it having a comedy value, but I thought maybe that cheapened the action. It was actually a really decent song. And I think it could probably work. I mean, in the same way that Meta's song worked at Eurovision, I think this maybe took it a little bit more seriously.
Did you like the vocoder effect?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a problem with that at all. It was fine. And yeah, no, I liked it. I mean, I thought it was a good fun song. Didn't need maybe the him jumping around so much on the keyboards, but and he could have maybe played it a bit more straight.
Okay, we're going to move on to the song that came in 11th position. It was sung by Ricky, Lo Sappiamo Entrambi. Tristan, you might put me right on that. I think we've lost Donna at the moment. So, Tristan, again, another vocoder song.
Yeah.
Hello, Tristan.
Try.
So, yeah, when we go back to hello, just one sec. I've got a really strange sound in my ear.
Donna, are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Come in, Donna. Right.
Hello.
Donna, we're on to the song that came in 11th position. Ricky, Lo Sappiamo Entrambi. It was the second song of the night that had a vocoder. Did you think the vocoder worked in this song?
It wasn't used very much in this song. Sorry, you can't see me. My camera's playing up. I'm never really a big fan of them in competition circumstances. I think the voice usually I prefer it to be natural. And looking at the lyrics as well, it sort of fits, but it doesn't necessarily need to be there for me. I thought it was a nice enough song as it was.
Do you think they put it in there just to grab people's attention from what was really maybe quite a pedestrian song?
Possibly. It wasn't a very outstanding song to me. It was very nice, but he felt a little bit tired. It was a song that appeared on the evening right towards the end of the night. So he could have been a bit more vibrant with it earlier on in the day. But yeah, maybe they felt they needed something to just catch the attention a bit more. But it's a nice enough song without it.
Moving on now, Rita Pavone, a senior artist in Italy. You might have seen some similarities with Bonnie Tyler. I thought this was a great effort, and she came in 10th position. Tristan, do you like it?
It was. I mean, do I like it? I mean, she's clearly, without being rude, she's clearly past her best as far as the singer's concerned. It's great to see such a historical figure. I think it's like 1972. I think the first time she was on the San Remo. She's so famous. I mean, she's like one of the biggest stars. I think even Elvis Presley supposedly painted her once. She's charted in the US. I think she's charted even in the UK. Definitely in the US. She's huge, and so it's a real privilege to see her and still going strong. I can't see it doing well, really, in the final. I don't think the audience it will do that well in the audience votes. Certainly didn't do very well with the demoscopic. Thought she would have picked up the most of her points. So it won't get there, but it was really fun and a real privilege to see.
What did you think, Donna?
Yeah, I mean, I was actually quite blown away by how powerful her vocal still is. She seems quite a short person and such a big powerhouse with that rock voice. I thought the song was quite good, but I agree with Tristan. I don't think, given how low it's got in the demoscopic vote, that it'll do really anything great. I'd listen to it on a playlist. But yeah, as for a winner, nah.
Okay, 4 songs in, and this is the song that came 9th, and this is the one that everybody's talking about. Achille Lauro, Me ne frego. So, Donna, what were you expecting, and what did you find?
Oh, I never know what to expect with Achille, because he's one of these persons of character, let's say, and has become quite infamous because of that. Even on the red carpet, he decided to just wear a vest top and black pants, and everyone was thinking he was going to go very flamboyant and over the top, and he just went, nah, that's it. With the song, I was very impressed that he brought it. His vocal has improved so much since last year with Rolls Royce, and the song itself is very beautiful when you translate the lyrics. So I was expecting maybe he would get more of a vote, even a niche market vote, but no, I would like to see him do better later on in the competition if possible. But yeah, with that outfit and that song, he could do better.
So Tristan, if he does get to Eurovision, will you be getting an outfit to match?
I might be tempted. It was a great fun, isn't it? And I actually preferred Rolls Royce last year in the song, but it was surprising. I loved the whole look, and I loved also the conductor, the female conductor with the sort of very punk. It was the whole thing was a nice, pleasant surprise after some songs that were a little bit pedestrian. So now the song's called I Don't Care. Great.
According to the Eurovision fans in the Italian Facebook group, this song is supposed to be about St. Francis of Assisi disrobing before entering the temple. So it's high art and a little bit of pantomime together.
Yeah. Achille is always high art.
Yeah. Moving on now, in 8th place, Anastasio with the song Rossi di Rabbia. Reminding me of Emma's Eurovision song from 2013. Do you want to start? It was a bit forgetful. Forgettable. Tristan.
I liked it as well, and I'm not really a rap fan, but for some reason, Italian rap seems to work for me. I don't know why, because I don't really like rap so much when I understand the lyrics. But I really did like it. It was he's going to do very well, I think, with the televote as well, because it's not that long ago he won X Factor, so he's not. I don't know how many X Factor viewers are natural San Remo viewers, but I think it will definitely pick up lots more votes than it did with the demoscopic jury. It was good. I mean, I really can't say very much about it apart from the fact that it was very passionate and it engaged me.
Did it do it for you, Donna?
When I first heard it without looking at the lyrics, I actually really enjoyed it. And again, I'm not usually a rap fan at all. I have heard Anastasio duet with Fabrizio Moro before as well, and so I knew what style to sort of expect. But when he said it was going to be a bit more rocky, I was interested in the mix of how it came across on stage, and yeah, it flowed quite well. His presentation was good. I did enjoy it, and I would like to see it do better, definitely. Okay,
now we come to a former Eurovision entrant, not just a former Eurovision entrant. He won the jury vote in 2011 and by a runaway victory, Raffaele Gualazzi. The song is Karaoke. Tristan, what do you think?
It was great. It could have been better. It could have been a little bit more Latin-y, I think. I mean, 'cause it starts off, you know, when the whole Brazilian sound kicks in, he's there sitting at the piano, and there are such beautiful piano chords and sounds that you can make. You know, the Latin sounds, the montuno, the up and down with the keys. I think he could have maybe done a little bit more, got a little bit more Latin jazz onto it, because it was quite sort of. We know what a great player he is, and yet this was a quite sort of laid back musical performance, seeing that it could have been really flamboyant. He was very flamboyant in his dress, but nothing more. Mm-hmm. It was fun. I think it could do well.
Donna, people are saying that he's looking like a cross between Elton John and Verka.
Yes, he certainly went for that look a little bit, didn't he, with the glasses and suit to match. Definitely Elton John, but yeah, he had moments of Verka. When I first saw the jazz band as well, I thought, oh, Polapunk have invaded the stage as well. But it had a nice upbeat feel that really closed the show out well as well. So can you
see it going to Rotterdam?
Well, we'll have to see what the other ones.
The hesitation says it all.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay, now Popra Alberto Urso. He came in 6th place. A Sole ad Est. Donna, I'm going to go straight back to you. How did you find this one?
Oh, it's almost like an Italian classic, really. This one, isn't it? His vocal is so beautiful, and I think he's only about 22. Recent X Factor winner, so he's quite popular with the voters. For me, it was a little bit too slow, a little bit labouring, but you could clearly see the passion was there, and he believed in the lyric that he was projecting. So it's not a song for me, unfortunately, but I know certainly with the older classic voters, it might be a winner.
And Tristan, what did you think of his voice? Did you think it was up to that type of song?
I thought it was awful, to be honest. It was my bottom of all 12, and it's just so schmaltzy, the song. Not for singing, and she couldn't stand it either. So no, not really my cup of tea.
For me, it seemed like he'd been taught how to sing opera, but without having the vocal talent to do it.
Yeah.
good-looking young lad. He'll probably do well, isn't it? I don't think he's going to win. Right, we're in.
Give him a few years.
Yeah, exactly. Give him a few years. It always helps if you're trying to sing opera to be a little bit older. Top 5 now. Marco Massini, Il Confronto. And this was the older gentleman with the falsetto. Donna, what did you think?
Yes.
Did you like that?
That falsetto. I've listened to quite a lot of his back catalogue. It's lovely. And I'm quite pleased to see him in the competition again. He's got a good song there, I think. And he certainly seems quite popular with the vote so far. I did find his transition to the falsetto a little bit harsh at times. And with a different restaging, I think this could do better. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed the song.
I haven't seen the lyrics to this song, but just listening to the vocals itself, I liked the rawness of it. And when it went into falsetto, it made me sit up and notice. When I realised that was obviously intentional, I grew to like it for that. Tristan?
Yeah, really, it was my second favourite of the night. I just think he could maybe need some help with the microphone, because when he was singing falsetto, it was like he wasn't singing close enough to the microphone, or it didn't sound like it just sounded a bit odd. So I mean, with some better microphone positioning, I think he could do really well. When he was no longer at the piano and he sat down, it was fantastic.
Yeah,
well, he reminded me of Simone Kristiki last year when he did the whole move to the steps, though.
At least he's got another 2 occasions where he can hone his talent. All the songs are going to be performed in the final on Saturday, and I believe we'll hear them on Thursday or Friday as well. And now moving on into 4th place. Now, we were all quite impressed with Rita Pavone and the way that she managed to put a lot of power into her song, whereas Irene Grandi, not so much. She opened the show. Tristan, well, I don't want to speak for you. What did you think? Irene Grandi and Finalmente.
I thought it started off very off-key, and I thought her timing seemed to be off. But there again, I hadn't heard the song before, so maybe that was intentional. But then when she got into it, it got a lot better. It was a little bit shouty for me, but I did like the song. So it's like it's really in the middle of the road for me. I thought it just sounded. It started off quite weak and off-key. She got really into it towards the end of it.
Donna, your take on this?
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Tristan. I really thought she had quite a rocky start, and she didn't seem comfortable with it at all when she started off. And then when she really got into it, she really belted it, and it was great. And with it written by Vasco Rossi, you expect that big arena sound. And with an artist like Irene Grandi, then she did bring it in the end, but it wasn't convincing from the start. And it has potential. It is a nice song. The lyrics are there, but she needs a bit more, I think.
But she's going to be quite pleased with the result last night. That's going to give her some confidence to do better next time. I'm sure of that.
Oh, yeah.
Top 3. Diodato, Fai Rumore. Tristan, are you a fan of ballads?
I don't mind the ballad. I'm not really a fan of this ballad so much. It was okay. I've got it more or less roughly in the same position as the last one, sort of middle of the table. I think it's the sort of song that will do well. It's perfect for San Remo. If it were to win San Remo, I don't think it would do well at all at Eurovision. It's much more of a San Remo style song. No, so not really for me.
Okay. I mean, for me, it reminded me of Marco Mengoni, and he came about 8th or 9th, which is not doing well if you're Italy, but if you're the United Kingdom, it will be doing fantastically well. Donna, is this a song for you?
Similar thoughts, actually. I don't know a lot about Diodato as a person or style, but yeah, it's very much a San Remo style ballad. I think it will do well in the competition itself. I thought his vocal style was lovely, actually, and lots of Ermel thoughts on that one. Simple and effective song. Should do well, but not at Eurovision.
And now we come on to the song in 2nd place. This was the most highly anticipated song. It was jointly written by Mahmoud, who won last year. And it's called Andromeda, and it's performed by Elodia. Donna, what did you think of this?
Yes, this is one I really was looking forward to hearing, especially because Elodie's vocal really echoes Mahmoud's in a way. Its lyrics are really quite powerful as well, and you wouldn't expect any less from Mahmoud, given what he produced last year. She's a lovely vocal. It felt nice on stage, and yeah, a little bit of tweaking here and there, but it's my favourite to go for Eurovision, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Tristan?
Yeah, it's my favourite of the 12. I just wrote down winner alert as soon as I heard it. I didn't know at the time that Mahmoud had written it. I loved it, and I think there's lots of different genre mashing, which you get that quite a lot. A few years ago, I just thought, oh, what a mess, but now we're used to that, to songs doing that, and I think it just works. It works well, and it's so passionate. I think it will win. Well, not without having heard nice songs, of course.
It's too long for Eurovision, and in some ways that might not be a bad thing, because when it really gets going, the last part of the song, it's a real banger, and if you could just get there a bit sooner, I think that would work better in terms of a Eurovision audience. So all it has to do is to win. But as we said before, the last time a woman won San Remo was 2012. Eurovision and San Remo have both become a very male-dominated competition. Can it change, and will the help of Mahmoud turn things around there? Well, we'll see.
I would like to hope so. I mean, she's a really good performer generally, and they're trying to really focus on female empowerment this year. So it could be Elodie's year. Who knows?
That would it would be my choice for a winner from what we've heard tonight. But it didn't win it didn't win the first evening, and the winner of the first evening, La Vibrazione, and the song was called Dove. Tristan, did you like this one?
It was in my top 4. I think it was 4th in my list. Not really my kind of thing, but it was good. I think the fact that it used sign language really helped, because last night was very much about inclusivity. They had the sign language on the other stage, I believe. All the songs were being signed. And the outside thing, so this was actually one where they actually had sign language on stage, and I think the demoscopic jury appreciated that, and I think that helped get a few extra votes as well. I liked it, and I thought it was a nicely performed, nicely composed piece, pro rock piece.
Donna, were you surprised that it came top of the table?
I was surprised. I mean, I do quite like a lot of music by Le Vibrazione, and I didn't think this was anything unusual for their style. In fact, it felt a little dated compared to some in the contest. But yeah, it was nice that they've included the signer. He was a bit off-putting for me at times, being centre stage and almost conflicting against them. But yeah, I was surprised it did so well.
Okay, so that's the end of our review of the first 12 songs. There are another 12 songs, all of them going to be performed on Saturday, and so Saturday will move at probably a faster pace than last night did, and than the rest of the week. We may get a few more Eurovision fans tuning in on Saturday, and it will be a cracking final. It always is. So, what I'd like to know from the panel here is what your favourite song tonight from last night was, which one you think will do best in San Remo, and which one do you think would do best in Eurovision? Donna, I'm going to come to you first.
Okay. There are actually a few favourites of the evening, but to my own surprise, I think Anastasio and Elodie were my favourites of the night. Certainly Elodie has the best chance, I think, of going to Eurovision and doing well for Italy. It's just an absolute cracker of a song. So far as San Remo goes, it's anybody's guess, really. Maybe they'll choose Diodato or La Vibrazione. They're certainly more classically ones that people would pick for the competition, but we'll see.
Tristan?
LODA for me was a winner, as I've said.
Yeah.
I think it would do pretty well at Eurovision. I hope it wins. I mean, obviously, as far we haven't heard tonight's ones yet. I think Deodato might end up doing better, just because it is, as Donna said, it is very San Remo. I was really surprised that Ricky did so badly with the jury last night. I think that's going to do quite well with the televote, and I think Ricky would actually do quite well at Eurovision as well, because it's a very sort of international feel, and young guy. I think that would do quite well at Eurovision. But for me, it's all about LODA last night.
I would worry about Ricky in Eurovision, because I think there's going to be a lot of young male singers. It just seems to be the way Eurovision is going at the moment. Having said that, the one that I think probably would do best is Achille Lauro, and he's a young male singer, but he's singing quite a different type of song. And I think we might see Rotterdam going for a much more up-tempo song this year. And I'd love to see it win San Remo as well. But I'm with you all there. The very best song was Andromeda. And I think it would be difficult to see that one not actually winning on the night. So we look forward to another 12 songs. And we'll be back to review those. Hope you'll catch us before Saturday's final. I'd like to say a very big thank you to Donna. Thank you for joining us. I'm sorry you've been in audio only, but that's Eurovision.
I know. I'm so sorry. We'll see you again soon, guys. Thank you.
We very much look forward to seeing you again. Tristan, thank you. Always a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you very much. See you tomorrow.
And I need Tom or I need Stuart. I can't tell you, but you can watch this on YouTube. You can watch it on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitcher. Anymore?
I think it's on iTunes, isn't it, as well?
Is it on iTunes?
Yeah.
God. Okay.
Yeah, and Spotify and a podcast.
Spotify and a podcast, and live in Rotterdam on a boat. So.
Yeah.
Join us again for more San Remo later in the week. Thank you very much, and goodbye.